Well, God's blessings to everyone today. It's Thursday the 19th. Tomorrow's the first day of spring and seeing the flowers bloom and the trees bloom. Some nice beauty and signs of life in this time of social distancing. I'm up at church checking in, getting emails, and making this post. And just a reminder, we are going to have services uploaded on our Facebook and our YouTube page Sunday morning at 8:15 a.m. So once they're uploaded too, you can watch them anytime that works well for you. And we hope to send out some PDFs of some Bible studies too that you can do at home. But I also wanted to share a little devotion from Lutheran Hour Ministries. This is actually from March 9th, and they shared this verse. Now, when Jesus heard about John the Baptist being killed, it says, he withdrew from there in a boat to a desolate place by himself. But when the crowds heard it, they followed him on foot from the towns. When he went ashore, he saw a great crowd, and he had compassion on them and healed their sick. Matthew 13 and 14. And that word compassion in Greek means like his guts churned, seeing their needs. But the devotion shares this thought. There's a cost to freedom, and sometimes we aren't the ones to pay it. We're used to thinking of Jesus as the only sufferer in the story of his passion, and obviously he's the main person, the one we love, honor, and glorify. But others paid a price too, and Jesus knew that would happen. And it tells about how John the Baptist was arrested and eventually executed for being a follower of Christ. And that's where it says when Jesus heard this, he withdrew in a boat to a desolate place by himself. He wanted to be alone in his grief. And now we're alone, maybe not by choice, socially isolating one another. But the devotion shares a great thought for us today. It says, the crowds wouldn't let Jesus be alone. They followed him in their minds, were on their own troubles, and Jesus would not turn them away. He healed them and he taught them. This is how much he loved them and how much he loves us, that he was willing to pay the price of grief so that we could be rescued from the power of the devil. And even more than that, he's willing to put his own human needs aside to care for us. And here's the reminder I want to share with you. He loves you with this same love today. He's aware of your needs. As Paul put it, Christ Jesus is the one who died, more than that, who was raised, who is at the right hand of God, who is indeed interceding for us. And the little prayer says, Dear Lord, thank you for laying aside your own needs to meet ours. I'm wearing this t-shirt today, Live Generously, from Thrivent, as a reminder that we have opportunities to reach out to others with phone and emails and text to check on them and maybe provide for them as we can for those who can't get out and shouldn't get out. But just want to also update the school teachers came up to church today too to work on some packets to give to our Messiah Lutheran school families so they can do some homeschooling next week. So just keep them all in your prayers, and keep Miles in your prayers too. He went to the doctor yesterday dealing with a fever, and so he underwent the corona test, and he'll get his results in the next couple of days. But keep Miles Hayden in your prayers, as well as I'm keeping you in my prayers today.